Hi guys, it's Maggie from Magnificent Tarot. This is going to be a video from my new series called Love Notes from Spirit. Please let me know if I sound weird. I just listened to my last video and there was this loud buzzing sound. So if you hear it, please let me know. But this is Love Notes. Love Notes from Spirit is a series that is based off of inspirational love messages from your spiritual team, your ancestors, both known and unknown, family members that have crossed over, your higher self, your archangels, your spirit guides, and source, or who you call God. Okay, because everybody has their own name for God, but these are spiritual messages that are being I'm being divinely led to present to you guys in order to provide you with important information in regards to your love life or your relationship or relationships. And this is also to encourage you and give you inspiration and guidance, okay? Because I am a teacher, a spiritual teacher. Because all tarot readers, we teach, we give advice, we give lessons. So this is your love notes from spirit, and again, these are your spiritual team, your ancestors, your loved ones on the other side from the spiritual realm, trying to convey messages to you through me and through the tarot. I hope you enjoy the message. Let's start off with the first card. So I pull three cards. Sometimes I get more than one card from Spirit. Wow, that was fast. That's too much, so I'm going to keep shuffling. But I got the Five of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. Someone's trying to bring you a solid offer. Let's just get one card though. Spirit, please give me a divine message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me a divine message. Give me a divine love note. What would you like Gemini to know about their love life? Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, we'll take it. They're letting you know that you're healing, that they see that you're healing from a difficult situation that may have involved some sort of third party, but let's not jump to conclusions. Thank you. Wow, the Hierophant card came out and heal. So this is about a lesson that you had to learn. It was a difficult lesson and it brought a lot of pain in your life. But they're saying that you're learning and you're healing from this lesson here with the Teach and the Heal card. Very, very powerful. Wow. So these are two major arcanas, by the way. This is the Star card energy. This is the Hierophant. So there is going to be a major transformation, or you're going through a transformation right now. Very beautiful. And let's get the last set of cards here. Thank you for joining me if you're here. I appreciate whoever's watching and joining me. It really means a lot to me. And if you want, you can say hello. Okay, hold on. This card was trying to come out. Please give me the last note for Gemini. Thank you. Wow. Okay, this is a very nice message for you guys. So I want to let you know that when I was pre-shuffling, I got the Ace of Pentacles, which is in this particular deck here. This is the deck from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. That card, the Ace of Pentacles, is called something different. It's called Strengthening Bonds, and it's about stability, reality, grounded, and health. And it's about bringing greater stability to your relationships. Okay, so it's about being realistic about what you can expect from others and what you can offer in return. Be consistent and clear in your actions and demand the same. By taking a down-to-earth approach, your expectations of other people are more likely to be met, and relationships will be strengthened. Scattered emotional energy will not serve you. Be sure to ground yourself. Steady and calm energy will translate into secure and strong relationships. To ground yourself, take a walk in nature and connect with the energies of the trees and Mother Earth herself. Enjoy greater health by exercising and eating well. A healthy body will help you feel confident about yourself and your abilities. This self-assured energy will enable you to improve current relationships and attract new ones as well. So it feels like there's going to be this is a reconciliation of some sort. You might be it feels like if you're married, Gemini, you may be reconciling with a spouse, or you may be healing from a marriage that didn't, that you decided to walk away from. Okay. This is first. This is a very specific message. This may not apply to everyone. So the Three of Swords energy, what I'm picking up from this note here, these love notes. Oops. Hi, Fairy Goddess Mother. Yes, I did, sweetie. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. You always support me. I appreciate that. I don't forget the people that support me. Thank you. I've been recording. I did Aries, Taurus on. I'm just now doing Gemini. And let me know if the sound sounds okay, because when I listened to Taurus's video, there was some weird buzzing in the background. So I hope that this video doesn't have the same sound issues. But the Three of Swords energy is letting me know that you've been through something very, very difficult. And it's like you want to close your heart to love. It's like you feel like you don't want to take a risk or a chance on getting hurt again here with this Three of Swords. And you see the barbed wire around the heart. It's like, I try to protect my heart from this pain, but I still got hurt anyways. Thank you. And there was a betrayal here. There was definitely a betrayal. If you feel betrayed, or you may have betrayed someone. Wow, that was fast. Yeah, Five of Swords. Definitely. There may have been multiple people involved here. I do feel very strongly third party energy. And there was a lot of conflicts with whoever this was that you were dealing with, Gemini. It could have been another air sign, but what I see here is that this conflict, it caused a lot of change within your reality, within this relationship with this person. And this was very difficult change for you. Let's get a card from this deck here. Clarify the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords reverse, please. Spirit is saying to you that all that pain wasn't in vain. What I'm seeing here is 3 plus 5 is 8 of Swords. So this is an energy of feeling kind of trapped a little bit. And this is more mental, because you're trying to figure out how you're going to progress past this hurt. But I do see a desire to releasing it. I do see a desire of severing from the past, severing from the betrayal, the hurt, the suffering. And I feel like you are definitely wanting to come out. See, this is a discontent, dissatisfaction here, but this is a 9. This is an ending, an energy of ending. Wow, at the bottom, 2 of Cups. There is a soulmate union here. You feel a strong connection with somebody, but right now you are in conflict. There's 3 people involved here, and I feel like you may be in a relationship, and I feel like there may be someone outside of your relationship. Either you have someone on the side, or your person has someone on the side, or you both. What I feel is that you have come to a place where you have become dissatisfied with the way things are going, and you are full of fears. One fear is ending something that no longer serves you, needing to figure out a way of ending this conflict, either by walking away from it completely or finding a solution. Because this Three of Swords is about trying to find a solution, and this is also about reconciling. And I feel like whoever you're trying to reconcile with, um, there's a lot of fear surrounding coming towards that person. You feel a bit insecure when it comes to that person. I'm sorry, you guys. Y'all can't see all the cards. Give me a second. There we go. Sorry about that. You're feeling very insecure, and you're fearful of how this person might receive you, or how you can make it work, or how you can fix things. There's a fear surrounding not being able to fix whatever was broken here. And what I see here with the Teach card, and it's very imperative for you guys to understand that this was a lesson, and this was a lesson to help you learn and gain wisdom from this experience. This is not only about learning and wisdom, it's also about advice and reflection and beliefs. Okay? This card has the dual energies of both teaching and learning. You have much wisdom to offer regarding affairs of the heart, because you have gained this wisdom through all the joys and all the sorrows that you faced when it came to love. And I feel like there's an opportunity to assist someone regarding a relationship on the teaching end, but I really feel like who you're assisting is yourself. The opportunity is about gently guiding yourself through this tumultuous, or just through this painful situation here. You're trying to understand. You're trying to come from a different place of understanding, because you realize in the past the way that you were communicating, because we have sword cards here, or the lack of communication. You realize how it caused a breakdown in this relationship, a breakdown in the stability of the relationship. There was a little bit of selfishness, but this card here in the reverse, the Nine of Pentacles. It's an energy of not having the inner stability and not feeling fulfilled. That's why I keep using the word dissatisfied, because you don't feel fulfilled. You're not feeling fulfilled about the way things are going in the relationship. You're not feeling fulfilled about yourself. Like there's a disconnect, emotional disconnect within yourself, because there's a lack of stability right now. And it's understandable, because Spirit is saying, somebody is conveying this message to you, saying we see how hurt you have been. We see what you've been through. But they want you to understand that you don't have to hold on to the pain any longer. You have the full capability of healing from this here with this Teach card. And then we have the Heal card right next to it. They're saying that the way to heal is to reflect back on the events of the past and the mistakes that were made, and learn from them, so that you don't repeat the same mistakes in the future, either with the same partner or with someone new. Okay? This is about gaining wisdom through these experiences. Now, what I see here is there could have been some sort of dishonesty, some deceit here in this relationship, and this has something to do with money. But I feel a big energy of a lack of your pain is coming from the disappointment and the lack of success in something that should have been stable. This was supposed to be a stable type of relationship, and because I see the Hierophant or this Teach card, this feels like a committed relationship, a long-term relationship, and this could have been a marriage for some of you guys. or you may have been dealing with somebody that was already married. But I really feel like you were in a committed relationship with someone that had a lot of conflicts. There was lying, there was cheating, um, and there was a failure in for and it's like there was, it feels like you guys were trying to make it work, but it's like you guys were trying to make it work, but coming from a place of individuality where there wasn't, because this is about singlehood, this is someone finding fulfillment within oneself. And when a partnership, there needs to be more of a mutuality, reciprocity, and I feel like you guys were operating from a place of your own selfishness where you guys were looking out for your own fulfillment instead of approaching the situation with balance, which is like that Six of Pentacles type of energy where you both come together and you both, it should be equal give and take here. And I feel like both of you guys were coming from a place of selfishness, and that's what caused the demise of the relationship. This is what caused the lack of success here. And I feel like you understand this now, and you understand the role you played, because it takes two. So with this Teach card, they're asking you to be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up too much about this not working out, or the perception of this as being a failed relationship, because the Three of Swords can mean reconciliation, but then we have the Five of Swords here, which makes me feel like there was a severance. I feel like you reached the conclusion that this cannot progress, there cannot be success here. This is what you're thinking, because this is in your mind space or mental space. But Spirit is saying there's an opportunity here to learn and to teach. You can learn right now, and this can take place in many ways through conversations. Like, I feel like because now you are coming from a place where you understand why the conflict happened, because we have Five of Swords, tit for tat, power struggles, petty arguments, right? Let me go back to, hold on, you guys, somebody sent me a little message. It does, okay, yeah, it does take two. And I feel like with this energy of tit for tat, power struggles, being petty, somebody wanting to win at all costs, I feel like you realize, like, no one won here, right? So Spirit, they're conveying to me that there is an opportunity to learn from this experience and possibly correct the mistakes that were made through conversations, through observation, and even through reflection. So they're asking you to take a moment to reflect on what has already been learned about your relationships and what you still want or need to understand. Okay? And I'm thinking about the downfall of the Hierophant card, or the shadow side, is the fact that sometimes people are forced to stay in relationships, or they feel forced because of the society's norms, because of family, because of friends, and because of beliefs that you got to stay in this particular relationship or marriage. You got to make it work, even when you know that it can't work. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's an energy of some sort of there's a feminine energy coming across here. A feminine archetype here that is a big influence on how you perceive relationships, or wanting to keep a particular relationship together when you know that this relationship was not built on a solid foundation. There was something false about this relationship. And this relationship was being driven by financial gain, or somebody married somebody for money or because of money. or because they thought somebody had money or something to that effect. Like, they married into this particular family because this particular family made people feel that they were a family of stature and money, but somebody got into this and realized it was not what it seemed on the outside. So now there's somebody, you got stuck in this situation where you had to keep up with the Joneses, you had to keep up the facade, you had to fit society's norms, or you had to be restricted from living your truth or being your authentic self because you were too concerned about what others would think. What would my friends think? What would my family think? Hi, Callie. Thank you for joining. So this is breaking the restrictions of blindly following society's norms or following what your friends or your family thinks you should do when it comes to partnerships. This is about being true to yourself. The teacher card says that many people come, there are many teachers that come along our paths, and they could come in the form of family, friends, society, etc., right? And they're saying that if a relationship is not going smoothly, maybe it's time to examine the beliefs you hold about relationships. Are they truly your beliefs, or have you unintentionally accepted the beliefs of others? Beliefs that no longer serve you. Okay. Oh, thank you, Callie. I appreciate that. So let's get into this heal energy, because I'm very excited to see that you're learning from the experience and you're healing from it. This is positive because we have the basis of this note. This is the meat and potatoes here. There is healing happening here. So this is good. So what they're saying is that there is a need to forgive. This is a card of offering and receiving serenity, hope, and inspiration. A peaceful healing energy surrounds you right now. They're saying this is a love note. This is an ideal time to bring healing to your relationships and realize your hopes and dreams. This card could be presenting itself to ask you, isn't it time for forgiveness? Understand that no human being can ever be perfect. By accepting this, you're in a position to forgive yourself and those with whom you are involved. Forgive freely and without reservations, as blame and resentment are heavy weights to bear. By forgiving, you feel the weight being lifted off your shoulders, all right? And become enveloped by deep serenity. You also give the gift of serenity to the other person. Don't just offer forgiveness, also offer your love and thoughtful insight. Open, non-judgmental dialogues with others, sharing what you learned with the teach card and how you've grown. By doing so, you'll be encouraging others to practice forgiveness. With hope for the future, relationships can blossom. Please note too that forgiving yourself and embracing a hopeful spirit, you also invite new relationships in your life. At the same time, be willing to receive the blessings that others offer to you. Be open to their insight and guidance. Listen objectively to what others have to say and act upon that guidance if it feels right for you. Be receptive to this divine inspiration as well. It surrounds you at this time. Heal yourself, heal your relationships, and be at peace. I feel like there's a reconciliation. I feel like you want to reconcile with someone, you want to heal a relationship. This is definitely apparent here. You want to heal a relationship, and you're afraid of coming towards this person, or this person's afraid of coming towards you because of the way you used to communicate with this person in the past. But because this is your love note, Gemini, I feel like, and I know cross watchers are watching as well, but I feel like the communication, there is an issue with communicating. I feel like maybe you don't feel like you know how to start the dialogue. you feel like maybe too much damage was done. Clarify the teach and the heal card for me. Clarify the teach and the heal card for me. Too many cards. Clarify the teach and the heal card. Thank you. Right. Reconciliation. Somebody definitely wants to come back and fix something. We have the moon card. Okay. So these are these deep. I'm sorry, I did that too fast. I want you all to see this knife piercing through this heart. And you see how dark and gloomy this is an energy of feeling very sad and despondent and depressed. And Ishu is about communicating. He's the road opener here. And I feel like you're waiting on an opportunity to people in this particular deck. The author wrote that people come to him and make petitions so that he can open gateways or doors for people so that they can have access to healing or to whatever the petition is about. He opens the lines of communication with the spirit world, right? So if someone needs to do something or they want to petition for something, they would go through him. And I feel like you are waiting for some sort of opening, almost like you need some sort of permission. I don't know, permission. Let me see. Chariot. He also talks about, in this particular deck here, loyalty. This is a very loyal person here. And you're dealing with someone that's very loyal to you. But somebody can't move on. Whoever this is, or this could be your energy, you're not wanting to move on. You're wanting to work on this. And I feel like you're loyal to this situation. But at the same time, I'm trying to feel, I feel an energy like for some of you guys, this is someone completely new. Or this is someone, because there is third party, definitely feeling third party interference. For some of you guys, if you were part of a third party situation, it feels like you left somebody to be with somebody else. But there is some sort of, maybe you were in a third party situation, but you went back to your spouse or your committed partner, and that didn't work out, and now you're wanting to come towards this person that you were in a third party with, but you're kind of feeling stuck. You're kind of feeling like you don't know how to approach this person. And this person may be a little angry, but I definitely feel an energy of someone not being able to move forward. If you are returning back to a committed partner, this person can't move forward, and this person is very loyal to you, or you to them. But I feel like the message that this card is conveying is this is a very spiritual card. This is about he's the door. He basically opens the doorways to the spiritual realm. And they're saying that you have access to the spiritual realm right at this point to ask for help. You're needing some sort of teacher. You're needing some sort of advice. For some of you guys, it may be marital counseling. But I feel like because these are two spiritual people, this is a deity, and this is the Hierophant, and he represents the high priest. I'm feeling like somebody wants to marry you. Or you're wanting to marry somebody, or wanting to get into some sort of spiritual union with someone. Oh, this is a woman. This is a woman on this card. Thank you for joining me. What's up, Mary Godmother? Why you got your eyes? Why are you rolling your eyes? Is it not resonating? I'm not sure. I'm just relaying it how it's coming through. Clarify the Chariot card. Thank you for joining me. I have 4 people. Can you guys like the video and say hello? Clarify the Chariot card. Fairy Godmother, I'm waiting on you to reply. Why are you rolling your eyes at me? Clarify the Chariot card here in reverse. Chariot. The Chariot is a 7, and 7 correlates to the house of one-on-one partnerships and relationships. And this is about equilibrium, finding your equilibrium or balance. And I feel like you're trying to figure out a way of finding balance, to balance this relationship, because this is about forgiveness. Somebody is forgiving or someone is needing to forgive, but I really feel like you're getting to the point where you do forgive this person, and maybe this person hasn't forgiven you yet. But one thing I know for sure is someone cannot move on. Someone wants to reconcile. Someone can't walk away. Someone is highly loyal. And I do feel like there's an energy of someone wanting, oh, it's true. Oh, thank you so much, Toffee. I appreciate that. Yeah, this person's loyal. This person doesn't want to walk away. You don't want to walk away either. There is a spiritual connection. We have these 2 spiritual cards here. And this is about taking a risk and not being afraid. You may be involved with a Cancer, possibly. Maybe you were involved with someone with air in their chart, somewhere in their chart, which is, and I just saw wish fulfillment. This is a wish fulfillment because this is the star card. This heal card, this is the star card. So this is about a divine union. It feels faded. It feels very twin flame-ish. This energy here. And this is about healing a relationship and forgiving. Clarify the Chariot, please, Spirit. Why are you showing me the Chariot? Why are you showing me the Chariot? They're asking you to forgive. They're asking you to learn from the experience, learn from the mistakes that you've made, and they're asking you not to repeat the same mistakes. They're saying be gentle with yourself. They're asking you to communicate more openly and be more expressive. Be more expressive with the way you communicate. Clarify the Chariot, please. Thank you. So we have the reason why the Chariot is in reverse is, like I said, someone is stuck because they're trying to understand their emotions and they're delaying or possibly about to miss a new beginning. And it could be because someone is not ready to forgive. This could be you, Gemini. You're just not ready to forgive. You're still fixated on what this person did. This person put you through so much. But your spiritual team, your spirit guides are saying, please forgive and understand that if you don't forgive, you can't have a new relationship. Let's say you did decide to walk away from this person. And this is Leo, by the way. If you're the person that asks about Leo, this is Leo. Ace of Wands. They're saying that if you don't forgive, you can't invite new love into your life. And if you want to reconcile with this person that you want to be with, which might be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, a water sign, or Leo, it feels like some people are leaving one person to be with someone, and some people want to reconcile with the same person. But there was definitely a third party here. You could have been dealing with someone, 2 people. You could have been cheating on your spouse or your partner because you weren't happy, because they were hurting you. I feel like what it was your partner cheated, so you cheated to get back at your partner. Then it became this whole, you do this to me, I'm going to do it better type of energy, tit for tat. And I feel like you became so embittered and so hurt that you literally just wanted to give up on the situation altogether. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Wands. Queen of Pentacles was trying to come out, but that would be like two women. And I feel like somebody needs to choose between two people again. And I feel like this is why you're unable to move on, because you're loyal to whoever this person is. There's loyalty and you don't want to move on. And it feels like you're married to this person that you're loyal to. But I kind of feel like you're needing to forgive in order to be able to move on. This is why the Queen of Cups is here. Trust your intuition. Stabilize these emotions. Have compassion. She's a water sign. She's nurturing. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She's nurturing. She's compassionate. They're saying be compassionate and be open to communicating with this person, letting this person know how you feel. And if you feel like you need to move on to pursue something else, you need to be completely honest with yourself and this person. Because there's a missed opportunity here. This is frustration. This is resentment. There's no longer any passion here in this particular union here, because again, this is a man and a woman. These are both spiritual cards. This is the Star card and this is the Hierophant. Both these cards represent universal energies, and I feel like your spiritual team is showing up right now and you're reading strong. And then we have Ishu, which is another deity, and he's the road opener to the spiritual realm. So they're showing you, and this is a grandfather type figure. This could be your father that passed on, or your grandfather conveying this message to you, because this is notes, from spirit. They're coming through saying we're trying to communicate with you from the spirit realm. We have the Hierophant, which is a high priest, and he's a very masculine spiritual leader, and then we have the Star card. Okay, so they're saying that there can be healing and there could be wish fulfillment, because I feel like what you desire is deep. You want love, but I feel like you're trying to connect with your emotions, because Geminis, you got to be honest with yourself, because you're air signs. You guys are great at communicating when it comes to logic and your intelligence, but I feel like with the emotions that some of you guys are still working on expressing the emotions, but a lot of you guys have done the healing, because this is for some of you guys that have done the healing. The reason why I'm feeling like y'all need to do a little bit more work is because you're having trouble walking away. He's walking towards the future. This is about walking away. This is 8 of Cups. I'm sorry, this is 9 of Cups. I apologize. This is 9 of Cups. So this is, wow. This is even worse, because if this is the 9 of Cups, this is like, wow, disappointment. Like your wish didn't come true. You didn't get what you wanted out of this situation. You didn't get the victory. You didn't get the new beginning. And that's because you're not forgiving. You're not forgiving this person. It's clear. Let's look at the Guardian and the Gate in reverse. I feel like some of you have, I feel like what this is showing me is that this is where you were in the past, and I feel like you're transmuting this energy where you were stuck and angry, because the Chariot in reverse is temperament. It's about his temperament, and he becomes imbalanced emotionally, because this is Cancer. This rules the emotions, and you become very angry. You become exasperated. You become very irritated and embittered. And I feel like in the past you missed opportunities because of the lack of forgiveness. But I feel like there is an energy of forgiveness now for some of you guys. And I'm saying this because the Guardian and the Gate is about freeing yourself and taking a risk. I'll read this to you in the reverse. This is about abundant prosperity and staying safe. I feel like the reason why you guys stayed in this relationship, for the ones that are in a relationship that they're not happy with this Nine of Cups energy, I feel like the reason you stayed is because it was financially stable and it provided security, and it's all you know, and it's safe because you know that this person will never leave you. And you're afraid of leaving this relationship because you're afraid that you may not find anybody else. You're afraid that there might not be a new beginning for you. Okay? And I feel like you might want a new beginning with a Cancer, or someone with Cancer in their chart, possibly. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Because we have lots of water cards here. But in the reverse, if this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door to a happy choice to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. And this makes so much sense because we have the Teach card, which is the Hierophant, and this is about gaining wisdom. This is about spiritual enlightenment. And we have the Star card, which is a very spiritual card as well. This is about healing through the difficulties. This is a 17. And the card that comes before the Star card is the 16, which is the what's the 16? 7. Star. Give me a second, y'all, because y'all know I be forgetful. I'm so forgetful. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Fairy Goddess. I don't like that. Okay, the star that comes before, the card that comes before is a Tower. There we go. When you see the Star card, it means that there was a Tower moment. So there was an ending here for some of you guys, or there was something that caused a great, massive upheaval in your life. Wow, you had a Tower moment. You finally made the decision to walk away. This is for some of you guys. The Tower moment could be whatever caused great deal of pain and anguish, or this is something that embarks some great change. It could be an epiphany. It could be you realizing that this doesn't serve me, or this could be, thank you. This could be a breakup, a divorce, something big. Because the Star comes in afterwards. It's like after the breakdown of the old structure of a relationship because it wasn't working, the Star is the energy that comes back and rebuilds it up for the people that are reconciling. Okay? Because I do feel like there's a reconciliation for some of you guys here. I feel like Spirit is asking you to be open to forgiving this person. Because I feel like this person is loyal to you. I mean, they may have cheated in the past, but I mean loyal as they're willing to stay. But I feel like if there is no forgiveness, there will not be any moving forward, and there will not be a new beginning. And if you do want someone new, and if there's a wish for a new beginning with someone else, if you don't forgive and heal from this situation, it's not going to work. You're not going to attract that new beginning because you're still harping on the past. You're still holding on to the pain. But this card here, in the reverse, is saying that you may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. Many people believe that you cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. But you now realize that this isn't true. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor. And when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds. And I feel like because you were so focused on, oh, this relationship, it's stable, my partner is financially secure, or there's a perception that there is security, financial security there. I feel like you're searching for more than just financial security. You're searching for more than that. You want a deep connection. You want to feel an emotional connection to someone. You want to feel a deep bond to someone. And I feel like whoever this is, there's no more passion here. Whoever you're with now, and I feel like there's somebody else or there's something else that you desire. And now you're realizing that you don't have to be so concerned about money and stability. You realize that there's more to life than money and stability, that that love is just as important. And now the focus is not so much on your abundance and working, and because remember, this woman was all about her money and her coins and herself. And that's why I said that you realize, and like I said, this is not for everybody. You realize that you were selfish. You realize that you played a big part in the downfall of this relationship, and now you are now seeking a more spiritual pursuit, meaning that you have been enlightened, you have learned, you have developed and graduated on a spiritual level, and now when you seek out new relationships, it's on a whole different level. And if you're trying to fix this relationship, you're approaching it from a whole different perspective. You are approaching it from a whole different set of beliefs, values, and your intentions are completely different. Whereas in the past, you were focused on how much money your partner is making, and how much money they're bringing into the home, and how stable you are, and how good you guys look together to society and to your family and friends. Now you don't care about stuff like that. You just want love. You don't care about what other people think. You don't care that, you might be dealing with someone that may not be as rich as your ex, or maybe you're dealing with someone that, maybe you dated a certain type of women, or you dated certain type of men, and that drove certain type of cars. Now you don't care if your person just drives a regular car and has a regular job, because you realize there's more to life than that. You want something deeper. You know what, fairy goddess? It's so weird, because the person I was dealing with, I swear he was in an open relationship, because he acted like he was a single person, but he had a wife. And I'm like, I don't understand, like, how you got a wife and you act like a whole single dude. I just put my business out there, but anyways, it don't matter. What was the astrological signs? Because I see Leo, Cancer. Is this resonating with the signs? A Sagittarius, yeah. Aries, Leo, Sag right here. Clarify the Queen of Cups. So you're presented, no, I want to use the other deck. I'm getting dizzy. So they're saying, what's important to you, Gemini? Oh, he's Cancer. He's a Scorpio. Okay. Oh, you're a Cancer like me, fairy goddess mother. Clarify Queen of Cups. Clarify Queen of Cups, please. There's 8 people watching. Okay, y'all like the video? Wow. And you want to know something? The Chariot reverse just came back out. Ogon and this deck is the Chariot, and it's in the reverse. So what say you, Gemini, or cross-watcher, or whoever's watching this video? What say you? Because we have the Chariot twice in the reverse here. So obviously, there's a lack of forward movement. I want you to look at it like this, Toffee. I want you to approach it from a place of what would make you happy. Like, and I want you to be completely honest with yourself. Does this relationship make you happy? Does this waiting on this reconciliation make you happy? Got to be honest with yourself, no matter how hard it is. Because there's a lack of forward movement here. And guess what that does? It keeps you stuck, and then it prevents you from getting the blessings that you so rightfully deserve. And if you keep yourself stuck, you become more embittered, you become more depressed, you become more sad. And then you're going to miss so many opportunities. And I believe what they're trying to convey to you is they're saying to heal, you need to really face those emotions and have forgiveness. Be gentle with yourself. It's hard. It's difficult. Clarify Ogon, please. Clarify Ogon. Clarify Ogon. Shango. So we have major arcanas all across the board. This is justice in reverse. You feel, and it's karma. I'm sorry, this is karma. You reap what you sow, but it's also talking about you feeling like things ain't fair and you were treated unfairly and you're stuck on that. And again, this is why the heal card is here. They're asking you to forgive. Do you forgive this person? Can you find it in your heart to forgive yourself? Clarify Shango and Ogon together, please. Shango and Ogon. Can you find it in yourself to forgive this person, to forgive yourself, so that you can move forward? There's a chance for reconciliation here. So the card that flipped is Two of Cups in reverse. I'm speaking to somebody that is in a relationship that they're not happy in. This is a marriage possibly, or a long-term commitment. They are not being fulfilled. They're not being treated fairly, or they're not treating their partner fairly, however it resonates. And you are asked to forgive. You're asked to take the lessons of this situation, learn from them, forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and move on. If you desire reconciliation, they're asking you to put the effort in to reconcile. But there is going to need to be a place of there's going to need to be, and you're going to need to rather come from a place of understanding. When it comes to this reconciliation, you're going to need to convey how you feel, and you're going to need to take the other person's feelings into consideration as well. And you're going to need to forgive wholeheartedly in order to make this work. But what I'm seeing is that there might not be a new beginning with this person. Whoever you're thinking about, there may not be a new beginning, because I'm seeing Chariot reverse in the Justice card, Two of Cups in reverse. You can't see all of these. Let me just scoot it over. Okay. Let's get one last message here with this beautiful deck from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. It's gilded, but I'm messing up the gilded sides because of the way I shuffle. But this deck is so beautiful. I love these cards. Spirits, we ask you for a divine message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do you want them to know about this partnership? What do you want them to know about this learning experience that they've been through? What do you want them to know about this third-party situation? What do you want them to know about their emotions? Lead. So let's see what that's about. They're asking you to lead, possibly lead by example. And remember, when we talked about the Teach card and the Heal card, it did talk about when you open the lines of communication and you forgive, you are inviting others to be forgiving too. So let's look at the Lead card. And this is also a major arcana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Major arcanas. This is a big deal for you. This is something very difficult. This is a major turning point of your life. This is about guiding, prioritize, act, structure, effort, and reason. So this is the Emperor energy. The Emperor. In matters of the heart, the energy of this card can be both help and hinder. Examine the role that you play in your relationships. Didn't I say that already, you guys? I said you realize the role that you played in this relationship. You realize that you were also part of the demise of this relationship. Do you take the lead and guide the direction of the relationship, or do you follow the other person? If you lead, are you forcing your will on the other person? If you follow, are your own needs being met? A solid relationship involves give and take, lead and follow. Didn't I say that? I was saying that you guys are coming from a place of autonomy. Like you both was acting like single people instead of coming together with mutuality and reciprocity and equal give and take. There has to be an even exchange of energy, and this is true for all relationships. This card reminds you to guide, not dominate. I feel like you're trying to be in control. You're trying to control, because this is about discipline, structure, control. But you're really out of control. I feel like the more you try to control, the more out of control the situation becomes. This card focuses on the intellectual rather than the emotional side of the relationship. How is this relationship serving those involved? If a relationship is to be healthy and strong, everyone needs must be met. There has to be sufficient structure and order so that each person knows the boundaries. Each person must make the relationship a priority and put effort into making it strong. And finally, the decisions made in and about the relationship must be based on sound reasoning rather than pure ego. If you're looking for a romantic relationship, are you actively searching, or are you hoping someone will simply show up in your life? This is a card of action, of being proactive, not reactive. Take the lead, network, make yourself available. And again, didn't I say that somebody isn't moving on from something and they're going to miss an opportunity? Because you can't move on, because you're still stuck in the hurt feelings. If you want a romantic relationship, you need to take a lead. Because in this relationship, there's no fairness, there's no balance with the Justice card. There's no equal give and take. So again, I ask you, is this relationship serving you? Do you desire reconciliation? And if you do, are you willing to forgive? Are you willing to put in the required work? Are you willing to relinquish control? Are you willing to lead and equally follow? Are you willing to communicate and learn from the experiences of the past and make sure not to repeat them? Because right now we see there's a lack of harmony here. And there's a broken relationship. Or we see that you're in a relationship that is broken and there needs to be a decision made, a fair and just one. And you need to decide, let me use this card because you guys are more familiar with this imagery. You need to decide on how you're going to move forward. Okay? So that is your messages, your notes, your love notes from Spirit, I'm being guided to pull an oracle card from my Angels of Abundance deck. And this is usually about, finances, but sometimes I get really good messages. So let's see what they want to say to you real quick. They want me to grab these cards. Can you give me a divine message, a divine love note? These are the notes from Spirit. And the reason I named it Love Note is because they take notes of what you're going through. They take notes of everything that's happening in your life. And they understand. And they try to talk to you through your intuition, through your dreams, and sometimes you guys don't listen. Sometimes you forget your dreams, so they wanted me to convey these messages to you. Give me a divine message for beautiful Gemini Sun Moon Rising, please. Divine message for beautiful Gemini Sun Moon Rising. I gotta try to make these shorter. I'm not good with that. I gotta work on that. There it is. Bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and remind you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activities to connect with the limitless vastness. And this is about getting grounded. That's what that's about. It's time for you to get grounded in order for you to make good decisions about how you're going to move forward in the future. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys. I know it's late here. Well, it's 5:29 here. This is my little spiritual haul that I did. I bought me this beautiful hasma, to protect against either evil eye and people on negative people on YouTube, always wanting to dislike and leave nasty comments. And I also bought this can. I didn't burn it yet, but this is a chakra, and this is for the sacral chakra, and it helps with creativity and confidence. And I love the way it smells. It's geranium and mint. And I got this from Five Below. This is my Five Below haul. I'm going to do a separate video of the stuff that I got, other stuff. And yeah, so if you guys want to buy little spiritual pieces and you want to, if you're on a budget, I want to make videos. And remember, you heard it here first, okay? So if you see someone trying to steal my idea, let me know. But that's it. Thank you so much, you guys. I love you guys. And please like, comment, and subscribe if this resonated with you. And if you want a personal reading, please email me. All my information is in the description box. And you can contact me on Instagram as well. I do answer questions for $10. I'm sorry, $10 a question.